Good evening and welcome to this week's episode of Word Sandwich. It has been a couple of weeks, but we are here and we are ready to continue talking about whatever the heck we
Whatever
want
the
to.
heck.
I am the sexy potato Sergio Barrera, and with me is Nerd's hot stuff herself, Susan Chisholm. Susan, welcome.
It's me.
Good to see you.
Thank you. It's good to see you. It's been a couple weeks since we've been on this platform. I'm like itching to talk.
Well, I hope the itch isn't anything concerning.
Oh my
But
God.
yeah, so we are here for another episode of Word Sandwich where we talk about anything. And I kind of want to take a moment to do something sort of momentous that I haven't
Okay.
told you about.
Uh oh.
And
Now
so,
I'm scared. Should I be scared or is it
well, I don't
fine?
know because
Okay.
we've worked together on podcasts for a while,
Yes, we
and
have.
we've always had fun. I feel like my microphone's like right up in my face. Um, um, hold on, I need to lower this thing. I want people to see that I have a cool mic, but no. So we've been doing this for a bit, and one of the things that we have always sort of dealt with when we've had sort of a general show is
Hmm.
ideas. And
Ideas.
we started the show with the idea that this was going to be that the push of and point of the show was going to be to celebrate WordCraft. And while we
Yes.
will continue to do that, without a doubt,
Right.
we're not going to be bound by that.
Right.
So
Yes.
we are going to, for once and for all, establish that this show is about whatever the heck you and I want it to be about.
It's about making word sandwiches.
Right. And when this all began, it's been a while since I've talked to you about this because I actually started Word Sandwich a long, long time ago. And
Yes, I
the
remember
the
that.
overall intent of this show was initially to celebrate word crafting, but because it was an attempt to counter what we had seen starting to happen in society, which is that a lot of people in all areas and realms of politics and such
Hmm.
were basically creating word salad. You know,
Yes.
the term used for when people are saying a lot but saying nothing, right?
Yes.
So my whole
Exactly.
idea of calling the show Word Sandwich was because I felt like this was going to be my platform to counter
Hmm.
those that dealt in word salad by putting together a word sandwich. In other words, talking about things and celebrating word crafting and so forth in such a way that explained how the value of words is best shown when they are used for good, right?
Yes, that makes sense.
And we can do that. We don't necessarily have to just break down songs and poetry and movies and other, ways in which words are utilized. We can talk about whatever the heck we want. And as long as we
Mhm.
are staying true to ourselves first and foremost and telling, stories and talking about things and sharing our thoughts in a way that is, cohesive, well put together and
Mhm.
positive,
Right.
even if we are speaking out against things we don't support or don't think are positive,
Right. That makes
then
sense.
it's a well put together word sandwich.
I agree. I think this is the best opportunity we have because you and I have this uh history habit of we start talking about something
Mhm.
and it just goes and it goes and it goes and it goes and it ends up being great ideas. It ends up being just hilarious stuff sometimes. And
Yeah,
so, this is our way of just being able to just talk.
right.
I
You're
love it.
absolutely right, and that's the thing is we will continue to use this platform to talk about ways in which word crafting is well used. We're going to do it tonight, even. But what I want us to have the freedom to do on this show, more and more, I'm convinced that this is our platform to speak on anything we choose to, whatever it
Okay.
may be. Sometimes it'll be light, other times it'll be heavy, sometimes it'll be in between. But at the end of the day, as long as you and I can converse, whether we agree or disagree, in a way that is productive and fruitful, then I think we're doing our work in a world and in a time in which that isn't the thing that tends to happen most.
Yeah, I agree. Completely agree with you.
In the sand moment where I basically say to our audience, those watching now or who'll watch it later, join us. We want to be a force for good, and
Yes, we
whatever
do.
that form takes, even if it's just, you could watch episodes of ours years from now and go, well, they never did anything but talk about goofy stuff. Yeah, and you smiled and you laughed. And hopefully you
Yes.
come back, because sometimes, I don't know about you, Susan, but sometimes I need the goofy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's days where it's like a very welcome and very important addition to and contrast perhaps of what's going on in my day. So yeah, I
Right.
love the goofy.
And as the talent of this project,
Yes.
we have a right to exercise our goofy however we choose.
Yes, very true.
So having said that, what do you call a female who is burning her bills?
No idea.
Bernadette.
Good night, everybody. You're ridiculous.
I work in a
Love
bank. I work in the banking world, and one of my students in my class unloaded that one today. So I can't take credit for that joke. That was not my fault. But
My fault.
and it was funny because it was literally, I work 8 to 5 Central. It was 4:58. We were moments from getting out of class, and she busted that out, and I was like, literally my reaction, but because I was like frustrated that I couldn't guess the answer. So
Okay.
it's a brilliant joke. I really think it's, and the payoff is, as with jokes, I know payoffs are the punchline, but the first half of it can really go sideways.
Oh yeah.
And so I was very happy for
I
the
wasn't
punchline.
sure where it was going.
Right. Neither was
like,
I. So you can imagine, because I'm like, oh no, HR. Okay, good.
Hello,
No.
HR. I'd like to
But no,
report.
it was a well-placed joke, and I loved it. So, all right. So, there you go. So yeah, so this is again our way of saying that if you're here for Word Sandwich, we appreciate you being here. We have done a lot to celebrate word crafting within this space, and we will continue to do so. But we'll also just follow our hearts, and we'll talk about what we want, and that's it. Not only that, we're going to do some interesting stuff to hopefully keep things interactive. And so today we're going to start this week with our question of the week. This was sort of a spontaneous thing that I found, and I need to make sure that I credit the fact that this post was not an original thought of mine. I saw it online, and I probably should have remembered where I found it. Whoops. I'll do better. But Susan, the question of the week was as follows. And I told people, leave an answer below, and I'll share some of the responses on our podcast tonight. So here we are, and here was the question. The question was, you're offered $50,000, but you have to be chased by one animal for 24 hours. Which animal are you picking? Once again, 50 grand, but you have to be chased by one animal for 24 hours, and you have a choice. Which animal are you picking? So I say we start with us, Susan, because I don't think I saw a response from you. Nope. Talk to me. If this was you, 50 grand on the table, got to be chased by an animal for 24 hours. Who are you being chased? And again, it's wide open.
I mean, and so here's the thing. Being chased by a creature does not mean that you are going to be attacked and ended.
Destroyed, yes.
Destroyed.
No doubt. That's I think that's the point.
I would absolutely be chased by a litter of kittens or a litter of puppies.
Okay.
And I would just lay down and enjoy fuzz.
Yeah. That was a common answer. in the answers that we got.
I mean, that could say like a snail or something.
Which was a response. So, for myself, I would choose a lemur monkey because I have had encounters with lemur monkeys before. I was there used to be a place between here and Houston that Jen and I loved to go to called Noah's Land, and it was a wild animal sanctuary. And in the area as you walked in, there was an area where they had various types of monkeys, and these were all animals that had been rescued from like illicit zoos and such.
Right.
And I don't know, have you ever had the opportunity to like have a lemur monkey hold your hand?
No.
Oh my goodness.
No.
It is like their hands, of course, are like hands, right? But this part here, it's like velvet. It feels like like they're wearing a velvet glove. It's so soft, and they hold on and they look into your eyes, and it's just one of the greatest experiences in the world. And so yeah, so it's if I was being chased for 24 hours, it would be by a lemur monkey, and I would get that 50 grand because I'd stay awake the entire time. Because how often would I have the opportunity to hang out with a lemur that was chasing me? Now, chasing is kind of a broad word because at the end of the day, I ain't gonna run very fast. So there's that.
Yeah, it's like being chased, but does it mean that you're running away from this thing?
Right. Yeah. And if I think we're gonna see a pattern developing here in the answers that we got, because no one seems to want to run or to have to run, right? I think one thing I'll do next time is we will have an image of the question. See, we're learning. We're doing new things and we're learning. So for those who may have joined in the last few moments, we're talking about our question of the week, which we got some great answers from those who are watching or who responded to us. The question is, you're offered 50 grand, but you have to be chased by one animal for 24 hours. Which animal are you picking? I'm going to assume that if people answered, it's okay to say their name. What do you think, Susan, as executive producer? Maybe I stated first names.
Yeah, stick with first names.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a public.
Want to be careful. Careful. And what I can do in the future, because again, we're learning, is get permission. So our friend Rachel said a three-toed sloth. Are all sloths three-toed? I don't know enough about sloths.
No, I think there are.
Yeah, there's variations, I'm sure. And she, there's two votes for a three-toed sloth. What I love about that answer, because sloths are cool, but what I love about that answer is, how much running am I going to have to do in 24 hours for real?
It's going to be a moderately slow walk.
Yeah, seriously, yeah. And I can do that for 24 hours. So I like that answer. All right, we've got someone did say, our friend Heather said snail. So
there you go.
Again, another even more moderately slow walk. Good way to conserve your energy. One of my favorite answers of our friend James, a quokka. You know what quokkas are, right?
Yes, I do.
Quokkas are awesome. Quokkas are awesome. In fact, I think what we should do on some of these, because hey, we're living on the edge here because we are live, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a moment to bring up another tab here on my computer, and for those who may not know, I'm going to bring up a quokka. The quokkas are cool, man.
Oh yeah, to see what
quokkas
if you don't know what it is. They're so neat.
Seriously, let me show you what a quokka is. What did I do? There we go. This is nuts. All right, here we go. I'm gonna stop the share I had set up already, but let's see what we can do here. So this is a quokka, and
They're
Look
so
at this
happy
one.
looking.
Look at that. The quokka is described as the happiest animal in the world. They're probably vicious or something that we don't know.
No,
Look
they're
at
actually
this picture.
supposedly very cuddly.
Yeah.
No.
So I would 100% want to be chased by a quokka. Quokka for
I
sure.
agree.
Yeah,
I agree. I
so
would. Yeah.
that might be the winning answer. So, but we didn't say it was a competition. So,
That's true.
the next one I'm just going to bring up real quick because this is one I could agree to as well, and I'm hoping to see them soon. Capybara was also a popular answer.
Yes.
That came up.
They also look just like big goofy butts. Like I don't know.
They're
Speaking of goofies,
gigantorets, but they sure don't seem like it, right?
ROUSs. Yeah, and
Yeah, exactly.
apparently they smell like popcorn.
Really?
Hmm.
Okay.
I remember reading it somewhere that capybaras smell like popcorn.
Yeah. So my dear friend Veronica said a capybara, and yeah. First person to mention a cat was our friend Shannon. She says my cat because he does it anyway. So might as well earn that 50 grand, right?
Yeah, I mean, just do what you're already doing.
Exactly. Yeah. Cat came up a couple of times. Our friend Stephanie mentions turtle, which also came up more than once. Let's see. An elderly chihuahua that's been spoiled its whole life. I like that. Again,
That's oddly
we're
specific.
working on the slower end of the spectrum in terms of animals and speed. And so it would be an enjoyable, 24 hours. I might have to rethink my lemur answer because they move pretty quick. So
Well, I mean, but they're not going to destroy you when they catch you, or if they
true.
catch you.
That's true.
So
That's true. Smack Lamore, our friend Smack, he says any dog. The question is merely which I have to be chased by. Dogs wouldn't have to chase. I'd just lay down for cuddles. So, yeah.
Hey, smack same.
Yeah. Seriously.
Yeah.
And right along with that, our friend Scott says a corgi puppy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Specifically a corgi. I love it. I think I reposted that on mine as well. So I don't haven't had a chance to see if I've got answers online.
Check it out.
Oh yeah. Actually, okay, my friend Paige says a dachshund. I'm already followed around all day by one.
Yeah. There you go.
And then our friend Trips, I know where his Trips. I'm thinking along the lines of a sea anemone. Not only are they extremely slow moving, they are bound to the sea. Easy money.
Yeah, so, easy money for sure.
Yeah.
Our friend Leslie, who is actually I'm very thankful for 1,000 reasons, but recently we adopted Dolly Purton and Willie Nielsen, our cats, and I call them our littles. Littles. Her answer was a panda bear. I figure they're easily distracted. So, I love that answer.
I think so. Yeah. They're easily distracted.
I want to hug one. I really do. I want to hug a panda.
I know. Same. And apparently they're also really kind of dumb. So they're of no threat. Yeah.
All right. You probably know this one, but I don't. So I'm going to look it up.
Okay.
That's what I thought it was. A pangolin. Our friend Showtime says a pangolin.
I love pangolins. They are an endangered species, first and foremost. There is actually even like a Save the Pangolin Foundation. You can purchase like T-shirts and other merch, and it supports everything.
A little baby pangolin
conservation. They're so. I want to touch one because I want to see if they feel like snaky, or if they feel like armadillo-y.
Oh, they're very dinosaur-y.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right. Well, there you go. I learned what a pangolin was. All right. Oh, here's a great answer. And only because I want to see one. I know what they are, but it's been a while since I've had a reason to. Red panda.
A red panda. Oh my god.
Yeah, absolutely would want to be
They're
chased by a red panda.
oh my gosh, yes. They
Yeah,
look like raccoons. A
this
palace
is
cat.
this is an easy money proposition here, given
Yeah.
the fact that we're able to choose. You know,
Have you seen the palace cat? PALLAS.
I believe so.
I love those.
Let me look. Is that one you would
Apparently,
choose?
yeah. Well, okay. Apparently
Oh yeah,
they're
this is Henry. Come on.
yeah. Yeah. They're like per what is it? What is it? Like per weight.
Mhm.
They're the deadliest cat.
Really?
Yeah, because they or like number of kills or something like that. Like
Look at that.
they have it's an odd. I have to look it up in a little while, but like yeah, it's like for number of kills they kill success rate or something like that. Like prey capture success rate, like that they're higher at. They have a higher percentage of catching their prey versus other big cats.
It's interesting to hear you say that when I'm looking at that face. On
I
screen.
know. I swear, I promise. It's like we're going to introduce you to the deadliest cat on the
In
planet,
fact,
and then it's
this
that.
is. I believe if the palace cat were to hear you say that, talking noise about him, this is what he'd do. You'd be like, "What the hell?" So, and then he would look like this. So, all right.
The
Some of the
eyebrow
other
and
answers we got. Our friend Ivy said ferrets. I agree with that absolutely. Red panda was brought to us by our friend Melissa. Somebody actually put a toddler. So,
yeah.
yeah. I got a lot. Platypus, a small caterpillar. And then they said for those saying sloth, I'd recommend watching Slaughterhouse. Which
yeah.
is, have you seen that?
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it. No.
Goldfish came up, sloth more than a few times. Let's see. Armadillo, tortoise, penguin, and somebody said puppy. So yeah. This one. My ex-boyfriend with low testosterone, it won't be much of a chance. Alrighty. So yeah. So that is going to be hopefully a weekly installment. Our question of the week. We thank you for participating. Those of you who did, yeah, we'll get better at it as we keep going. So thank you all for sharing your thoughts on our question of the week. So
thank you for being here.
So as we get to our main conversation, I want to say hello to those who are in the chat. Thank you so much for joining us. I see folks that I haven't seen before. Hot for Creature. I want to say hi to Pink, who is Pink Death, who is hanging out. Thanks so much for stopping in. And Savage and Angie are here as well. Pretty awesome to see folks in the chat. So sit back, relax, and enjoy, because tonight our main topic is called What's That Smell? And we are going to talk about, speaking of word usage, something that I've said on my social media here recently. Susan, you and I have talked about this quite a bit.
Yes.
Is I have a great love. As I've gotten older, I tend to fixate on things that I would not have thought of as being awesome before.
Yeah.
And lately, I have developed a very strong love for artisanal soaps, like bar soap. And, depending on who, what we're looking at, it doesn't necessarily always, when I say artisanal, many times it's handcrafted, right?
Right.
I guess another way of labeling it is just sort of, not your standard run-of-the-mill brands like Ivory, Dove. I like to look for unique companies that manufacture soap. But what I've noticed in doing that, you have a very worried look on your face. Everything okay?
No, I'm trying to think of. There's a word I'm trying to think of, but I can't. Like mass produced, I guess.
Yeah.
Soaps. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not really into those. In fact, because of this love and fascination I have for, I'm just going to use the word artisanal for now. artisanal soaps, I can't think of the last time I've used a mass-produced brand, because Ivory was my go-to. I'm not a big fan of like heavily scented soaps. There
Mhm.
was I went through an Irish Spring phase.
I think
Um,
everybody did.
I'm sure. But yeah, so as I was introduced to, and it's awesome because as I was doing research for this episode, thankfully my entire feed on my social media became nothing but all of the immense number of companies that are crafting their own, soaps. And
Mhm.
what I find, and the reason I brought it tonight was because where the word crafting comes in is how some of these brands call their fragrances really weird stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like there's unique names that are used. For example, one of the brands that I recently partook in terms of buying their soaps was Duke Cannon, Duke Cannon Supply Company, and I have a
Oh,
couple of bars left, and this one is called Leaf and Leather, and
leaf and leather. Mhm.
that one is a let me see, where does it say what the
I would assume it's like tobacco leaf and leather.
maybe, yeah,
It's like
this one doesn't actually
tobacco is a
say.
combination.
I do like the brand because it does support. I did my due diligence on it, and they do support veterans. Um, but the other one I have is called Wayfinder, and this one it says it's eucalyptus and desert sage, and I've not smelled this one, so let me see.
I was like, wonder what it smells like.
Right. Oh, that smells pretty good.
No,
And plus, it fits in my big potato hand, so my banana
the
hand.
regular bar of soap barely fits in my hands.
Right. Yeah.
I have to use two hands.
So yeah. So I've always found it pretty hilarious how some of these companies, what they call their fragrances
Hmm.
for their soaps, right? And so I wanted to share with you some of what I've discovered,
Okay.
and we can talk through um, what we see. So the first grouping I'm going to show you is from a company called Whiskey River Soap Company,
Hmm.
and I'm going to go ahead and reset my share here for us because I love any kind of creativity that makes something that could be, I don't want to call it mundane, but I mean soap is soap, right? We don't really overthink the notion of having soap.
Yeah.
But when you can, get creative with things such as this company, and I'm going to correct myself. This first company is I Got a Buddy, is the name of the company, and their entire line of soaps. It really it's not even just the names, it's the phrasing they use on their packaging. So this one says, I got a buddy who remains fresh with groomside greens when attending any backyard weddings. And the scent apparently is cucumelon, which I can only assume is a hybrid of cucumber and melon. So
I
I
have to
think
look that up. I
I
don't even
think
know
I'd
what
want
that
to
is.
know what that smells like.
I have to find out what a cucumelon is. I guess maybe
Um,
it's cucumber melon, cucumber
yeah, I'm willing
watermelon.
to bet that it's just a hybrid. But if something comes up, tell us.
Mexican miniature watermelon, Mexican sour cucumber, mouse melon, or
Is it?
pequeños. Pequeños.
Oh,
It's a little bit different.
it is a thing.
It looks like a little baby
It's a
watermelon.
little baby watermelon. Well, let's take a look.
Hang on, I was like, I can pull it up on mine too, but
Far be it from me to keep people from seeing stuff. Here they are.
look at them. They're cute.
Yeah. Okay. Dude, that's two things I've learned: what a pangolin is and what a cucumelon is. I had no idea.
It says they're native to Mexico, Central America, and are known for their unique cucumber lime flavor.
Wow. We need to find some.
Cucamelon. It's not
I would
cucamelon,
hold
it's
one of these in this
cucamelon.
hand like this, and I'd be like, I am a giant.
It would be
My
like this.
watermelon. So
They're probably little, but this is grape sized. So Kuka melon.
Well, there you go. That's two things you've learned if you've been with us from the beginning. You know what a cucumelon is, a cucamelon, and a
Kuka melon
pangolin.
and a pangolin.
Susan already knew because
I
Susan
did.
is smarter.
I don't say
But,
about
all right, another I Got a Buddy brand that they have. Whoops, is Nomadic Jam. I love this color, by the way, of the soap. I got a buddy who travels clean with Nomadic Jam while chasing sunsets and avoiding Texas. This cracks me up. The
Okay.
scent is woodberry. And again, not familiar.
No idea.
I'm looking. See, now that we've started something here. We're going to be looking stuff up as we go.
Here we go.
Nothing comes up.
No,
that
it's
is indicative of what a woodberry might be. So
I have a feeling it's one of their proprietary combinations.
just what they called it.
Just what they called it.
This next one says, this is my favorite one. I got a buddy who logs each wash with lumberjack juice just to smell more intimidating. But I love the scent. Evergreen lavender. Two things that are so polar opposite in my brain. I love evergreen. I hate lavender. So
That's fair. I was like, how are they opposite?
no, in my
Yeah,
own
no,
brain.
that makes sense. I mean,
Yeah.
does it make sense? Makes sense. I get it now.
Yeah. I think I have one more. Yeah. I got a buddy who weeds out stink with Grassroots Mojo to stop dandelions from growing in their lawn. And it's a lemongrass scented soap. That's to me, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I have a love-hate relationship with lemongrass because if it's not prepared right, the texture really causes a problem. But I
Mhm.
love the fragrance of lemongrass when it's being used in food. So
Okay. I think, and what's weird is that bar looks like it has chunks of lemongrass in it. Or like
yeah, I
slivers,
agree.
not
Yeah.
chunks.
Yeah, I admit I did not get any further than just looking at some of their. I saw some research on them, and I just got some images. But I am curious to add to my collection, at least the lemongrass and the woodberry, just because I like the color of the woodberry one. So sometimes that's all I
Because the
need.
color's important, okay?
That's right. Absolutely. Hey, we were at the track the other day betting on the horses, and we almost came close.
I was gonna say I didn't bet anything because the horse is pretty.
You came close. There was a time.
I did. I was like, oh, that one's pretty, and then
Yeah.
I didn't. But
All right,
We
this
talk
next
about
one
that
is a few
too,
examples
how
from
that
Duke
went.
Cannon. This one is Gunsmoke, which I've actually used the Gunsmoke, and it does smell like powder, like what gunpowder smells like. But I don't know if you can see. It says it's Gunsmoke, and it smells like spent shells and field grass. Oh my god, it did smell good. I'm not gonna lie. They also have one. This is my favorite.
I remember you telling me about this one, naval
Yeah.
diplomacy.
The scent of naval diplomacy, ocean air, and mandarin. It really did smell good. I'm not gonna lie. It did smell good. And what I love about these brands, and I've been very lucky so far, is that none of them have had like overpowering fragrances.
Yeah.
And the way I know that I'm okay is because through all the soaps I've used, I've not gotten any feedback from Jen.
Yeah.
Because if I use a soap or anything that is too much, she's like, "Would you please stop that?" Like, she has no problem telling me.
Go change.
Yeah, maybe don't use that when you bathe. Can always count on Jen to be
Yeah.
forthcoming about her thoughts.
Yeah.
Midnight
Straightforward.
Swim. Here's
Yeah.
another one I won't use because
Lavender.
yeah, not. Are you? Where do you land on lavender? Okay.
I'm not. I don't hate it and I don't love it. It's
Yeah,
just
if we're using sounds, I land on lavender with. Ugh. Not a fan. Not a fan. All right. This next brand is the Whiskey River Soap Company that I talked about earlier, and they're just goofy. They are for me the absolute example of how they've taken their product This is a coconut lime soap, but they get creative in how they market. And so this is soap for OCD, and it smells like obsessive behavior. And it stands up to repeated hand washings. As someone
Here.
who is slightly OCD, I can appreciate this joke. So, you know, this is their soap for a midlife crisis. It's kumquat tree is the fragrance.
Mhm.
Smells like a motorcycle or a perm or a food truck.
I'm down for food truck.
Yeah, no kidding.
I wouldn't want to
No
smell
kidding.
like one, maybe.
Well, yeah, but I get it. I love what they're doing here. Again, if we're talking word crafting, they're being very creative.
Yes.
This one, the fragrance itself, if it just was labeled as winter campfire, it would be like right in the wheelhouse of what we're talking about. But the label says soap for a man's man, smells like Alaska, which I guess smells like wet bear fur and salmon. Yum.
Ugh, I'm assuming wet bears smell like wet dogs.
Something. But
Eh.
there's also the fact that, and again, I know we don't always buy. Well, no, I think we often buy partly by what we see.
Yeah.
And when I look at the way these soaps look, it's hard. I can't take them. I can't take my eye off of them. And I'm
Yeah.
curious to. I'm amazed that I've resisted long enough throughout all the research I did to prepare for today that I didn't order anything.
You haven't bought any
Yeah.
you haven't bought any soap today.
Right. And it's only because in the mix of stuff I have already, there's things like this, which is my collection, my set of, well, I'll just show you. This came in recently.
Man Bar.
One of my absolute favorite soap brands. And not because it's and Man Bar only and because of its size, but their fragrances are fantastic. They're not overpowering. They the lather. Here, let me show you. I'm just kidding.
I was like, huh?
You're like, wait a minute.
Good night, everybody. Again.
We'll be live streaming later.
Go to jail. Go to regular jail.
Straight to jail.
Do not pass go.
Yeah. Let's see what else Whiskey River has. Soap for awkward moments. Smells like your entire life. And if you look on the side, it says that it smells like sketchy ointment. Oh, it increases the instances of missed high fives and blind dates with your dad. Okay, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I love this one. I might have to buy this one. Soap for gray areas. And it's mojito flavored, so there you go. But you know that's my wheelhouse right there.
Yeah.
But it's scented with ambiguity, and it's a slippery soap. I love it. This was the first one I saw, and I was like,
the pun.
Take my money now.
Yeah. The pun gives it.
Oh yeah. You're always gonna convince me with that. Soap for karma, scented with ha 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 ha.
Laughing Buddha flavor.
Why do I feel like Laughing Buddha is actually something?
I mean, it's a statue.
Oh yeah. Okay. No, I thought. Well. Oh, you know what I'm thinking?
No.
Buddha's hand. The fruit. So yeah, it is a laughing. It's exactly what you said. Yeah. But yeah, some of these I need to smell them. I gotta know what they smell like. I'll just let this one sit for a second. Smells like a bad tattoo. Or a stack of sketchy tacos. Or your first marriage. This one says grape.
Four Loko.
Oh, okay.
Grape Four Loko.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, I need to stay off their website.
Get off the website.
Cheap whiskey scent. Soap for writer's block. Smells like regurgitated ideas and probably a vampire. Come on, it's the bar soap, not magic. Try vodka. And I think this is the last one I have. Oh no, I got a couple more. Soap for the middle child, largely invisible scent. Go ahead and dye your hair purple. No one will notice.
That's so horrible.
Yeah,
Did you see the scent on that one?
I did. I wasn't going to
Blue
talk too much.
huffing scent.
Blue huffing scent. This one I actually want to smell. Coffee, bacon, and craft beer. And it says on the side, coffee, bacon, and beer.
I mean, are they layers? Because like that first layer kind of looks bacony.
It does look like that, doesn't it?
The bottom one kind of looks beer-y.
Yeah. Or coffee.
Or coffee. But I don't know that I would want to smell like bacon. And to me, honestly, like fake bacon flavor or smell reminds me of like the dog treats, the bacon strips.
Right. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You already know. Like,
oh yeah,
that's all I can think of. I'm like,
but if it means more time with my dogs because they'd be running around chasing me for 24 hours and I got 50 grand.
50 grand.
Let's do it.
There's your 50 grand.
Exactly. Absolutely. Absolutely. Soap for true artists smells like unemployment. Oh my god. Look at this the fragrance on the side.
Art studio fumes.
Yep. Whiskey River Soap Company. They got and you know, I want to be in the room when they write these down. When they talk these out. So soap for grammar police. Smells like you're annoying. Oh my god. Oh, and the smell is jelly donut. So there you go.
I would totally use it for the jelly donut.
I know, right? Yeah, it would be interesting. And the last one, soap for introverts, unscented. Because seriously, you're not going anywhere anyway. So yeah, again, these companies that are creating these, you know, artisanal soaps and stuff, one of the things that is a common thread with them is, you know, the creative marketing that they do to market their products. And so again, I love how, you know, and it, you know, it's probably not for everybody, you know, in terms of how they might come across, but at least they've committed to, you know, how they're going to market their products and
they've
you know,
got their shtick down.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And you know, it's you end up camping on their website looking to see what else they've got. And so they draw you in with their word crafting. And they market their product well. So plus visually they're really, really beautiful to look at.
They are pretty, yeah.
So there you go. We find unique uses of words in the weirdest places. So
yes, I agree. Yeah, I remember some of the scents that we. So there was a beard care called like Badass Beard Co.
Yeah,
Beard Co. I'm trying to remember. Like I got Cullen a few of them. Hang on if I can find anything. One of them was hilarious. Anyway, I'll figure it out in a second though.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Oh yeah, one of them was called, where was it? Soda. The Outlaw is the one he liked a lot. Sweet tobacco, black pepper, and vanilla flavor.
Oof. And vanilla. I guess that makes sense. I can see that.
Yeah. Trying to think of the other one that he liked a lot. Let me see if I can find it. He liked the Pirate, lime, bay leaf, and orange.
Oh, okay. Interesting. They have a line of butters.
Yes, they do.
Beard butters, but yeah.
Beard butters, yes.
Here's
There's
one.
Actually,
let's see. Havana Haze, teakwood, tropical fruit, and fresh tobacco. I don't think I've ever smelled teakwood, so I don't know. But you got me a tropical fruit.
Teak. It's teak. It's like I'll think of it later. I'm sure. It's common. You I think you probably would like it, judging by all the other things that you were
Fragrances.
saying that you liked. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey,
It's
listen,
yeah.
it's going to score points as long as it doesn't have lavender.
I'm the same way. You know what? I'll say I'm the same way with anything patchouli. I can't stand it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's far
Yeah,
too
patchouli
strong.
is number one on the list that I cannot. And Jen would kill me. You know,
Yeah.
and it's funny because I know what I'm about to say is going to be counterproductive or counter to what I said earlier, but um she when I'm in the shower, if the water's hot inside, she can catch like what the fragrance is, right?
Right.
Um I'll never forget having bought a set and not having read it close enough. And I pulled out a bar, and it was a beautiful looking bar of soap. It was jet black, and I was so excited because you could see it through the box, like they had a little window, right? And then
Yeah.
I read the scent, and it was patchouli something, and I was so disappointed because I was like, I can't use this.
You can't
I
use
didn't want to use it,
it.
but she would have like, okay, you're moving out until that bar of soap is done. So
Throw it away.
yeah,
Yeah,
seriously.
I can't.
I gave it to
can't.
someone. I forget what I did with it, but yeah.
And I'll say for sure, there are scents that I have. I have a very sensitive sense of smell.
Mhm.
And so there are certain things that trigger that. Like patchouli is one of the things, and cilantro is another thing.
Oh yeah.
I can smell it.
I get
I can walk into the grocery store and somebody has been like handling a bunch
Mhm.
of cilantro, and you know how they kind of like bruise the leaves and it
Yeah, the oil.
releases the scent. I can smell it from the moment that I walk in the door.
Oh wow.
Like
So do you avoid the produce side if you're able
no,
to?
I still will go over there, but if it's really strong, I'll avoid it for a while. But like I have to do what I have to do what I came to get groceries. I gotta get groceries, you know.
Yeah, you
So
can't just be like, no, okay, not today.
kids aren't eating today.
Damn
No
cilantro.
food for you.
Yeah.
Nah. So,
Well,
but
there you
yeah,
go.
not my favorite.
Well, I want to thank the 29 people who left comments on my post earlier today for our question of the week. I really appreciate you doing that. I know some of you also responded to Susan's as well. So
Mhm.
together, you guys have helped tip the decision to yes, we're going to try and do a question of the week every week. But you got to follow us, I guess. And so,
Yes, absolutely.
so yeah, I posted on my personal social media. We're gonna have to figure something out, Susan, so that others might see it as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'll try to have the question of the week up. I mean, I think no later than Wednesday. I think if we let it sit for too long, then it's kind of like, oh, easier to forget.
Yeah.
But and it gives
Yeah.
us more time to kind of be creative. But yeah, so that was a lot of fun, and we really appreciate your participation. And also, those of you who have been in the chat and chatting with us and participating, thank you so much. I'm glad to know that friends like Pink also think lavender is awful, and
Yes.
yeah, because I don't feel so alone now. But yeah, Susan, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter, X, whatever, at Nurse Hot Stuff. I'm also on Kick, Nurse Hot Stuff. I am also on Twitch as Nurse Hot Stuff. I also have an Etsy page, Nurse Hot Stuff. It's nursehotstuffdesigns.etsy.com. I make hot sauces, hot salsas, and spicy jams and jellies. So look for me at any of those places. I will answer all of the messages.
You know, it would be really helpful
Mm-mm.
is if we created banners with our stuff. So
Like this?
like that one, yes. But I'll tell you what, you know what we're going to do is on our Instagram, if you have it, and on our, I hate to say this, but I need to, Twitter, X, whatever. If you follow us there, I know, I get it. I feel the same way about X, but it's got reach. So if you're willing to follow us either there or on Instagram, I'll post it on my social media. Encourage you guys to stop by or follow Susan. And let's make it a commitment to post our questions of the week there.
Yes. Yeah.
And I'll also do it on my personal social media for those, who are able to respond there. So yeah, let's keep doing that, Susan. I think it could be a lot of fun.
Yeah. I think I enjoyed this. So good conversations.
Who would have known that we could get a whole episode out of soap? So,
exactly.
yeah.
Soap is
So
amazing.
to reiterate, for those of you who might have come in later, we started the show by simply sharing that we've made a decision that, yes, this show is about celebrating word crafting. We've said that from the beginning, but it's also going to be our place to simply build good word sandwiches, meaning great conversation, fantastic space to share our thoughts and be ourselves, because
Yep.
I'm gonna get a little passionate here. We live in a time in which words are used to lie, and it bugs the shit out of me. I'm just gonna say it. It really does. We can do better. And Susan, this is you and I's way. You and I's, our way, our way of contributing
Speaking of words.
to the good. Right? I didn't say words are easy. But yeah, we're going to use word sandwich as a way to give people a respite from all of the gunk that is happening. And while we may never get overly political, maybe someday we will. Who knows? Whatever the courage brings, right? You will always find a place here where you will be taken care of by us, made to laugh, hopefully. And more importantly, you're going to feel the love. So, Susan, thank you for joining me in this endeavor. I think we're going to do some good here.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
This is fun. I enjoy talking with you. We could talk about anything.
I'm going to stay quiet and make it awkward.
I mean, it's already awkward.
You're like,
hello, welcome to me. Every day.
No. All right. To all of you who are watching tonight, thank you so much for being with us. We really appreciate it. I have a feeling that we're going to do a lot of things good together, not just Susan and I, but all of you. And we really appreciate that you're part of this adventure. Week to week, Thursdays, we will be here. If we do take a week or two off, it's only because life is lifing. But we thank you for your patience, and we thank you for always coming back. And whether you're watching us live or whether you're watching us after, please always know that we appreciate you greatly. So don't forget to leave a comment. And Susan, what do we always say they should do if they haven't already?
You should subscribe and the little notification bell so you can know when we're alive. Not alive, when we are live. When we are broadcasting.
Yes.
I mean, we are live. If we're live, we are live.
Exactly. So if you caught us on YouTube, thank you so much for following and subscribing. If you're following us on social media, my social media, or on Kick, thank you to those of you who are on that platform as well. Yes. We appreciate it. So just stay with us. I promise you it's going to be fun. We're going to have a blast. Susan, any last thoughts or words before we get out of here tonight?
Not me. I think we talked about it. I love it. We have a great conversation here.
Woman of profound words. Yes, absolutely. So, all right. So on behalf of Susan and I, once again, thank you so much. We appreciate you. And don't forget, we're always going to say this. It's right here. You are awesome. You're amazing. And the world's a better place because you are in it. We will see you next week if all goes well. In the meantime, love yourself, love one another, and take good care. We'll see you soon. Good night.
Good night.